Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to boy GhostGG. And today we're reacting to Onimusha. I almost called it. What? I don't actually know how to pronounce this. Onimusha Way of the Sword official game overview Capcom Spotlight 2025. So, Onimusha The Way of the Sword was announced during the Game Awards, I believe it was. And when I reacted to it, I'm like, oh, cool, action game. It looks dope. And after I realized, oh, Onimusha is a classic game series from like the 90s and whatnot. And this is a new game in that series. Or at least I think it's a new game and not a remake of anything. But it's kind of wild because Onimusha, a classic game series, I don't know about it at all. So like I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about it. But we're also getting a new Ninja Gaiden 4, which is another classic action game series. Like we're getting some classics back into the mainstream, brand new versions or remakes or just brand new iterations in the game series, and I love to see that. Ninja Gaiden, personally, love Ninja Gaiden. But Onimusha, I don't know anything about it, but what I saw in the Game Awards, I'm like, oh, that looks dope. I would love to play it. So yeah, let's check this out. The Way of the Sword. I can only find the 1080p version of this trailer. I couldn't find a 4K one, which is unfortunate. Yeah.
It feels like I'm getting less human by the minute.
Less human by the minute, huh? Oh, that's it. Oh no, I thought it was it. I'm like, isn't this a 5-minute trailer?
Hello everybody, my name is Karawaki, and I'm producer on Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Thank you for tuning in. This title is the newest entry in Capcom's sword fighting action game series, Onimusha.
Onimusha.
To add some detail to what we showed in the video, in this game, we are taking Onimusha's signature sword fighting action and dark fantasy elements, and using Capcom's latest technology to make this new game as captivating as possible. We're focusing on 3 core aspects. Compelling characters, including a new protagonist and enemies that are interesting more than just visually.
Okay.
The setting of Kyoto, a location brimming with historic spots with mysterious and unsettling backstories. And lastly, the ultimate sword fighting action. These are the 3 core aspects we're working to emphasize in our game. Now, I would like to introduce the director of this title, Nihei. Hello, I am the director of Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Nihei. Thank you for your time. We decided to set this game in the Edo period of historic Japan. You'll explore historic locations around Kyoto, such as Kiyomizu-dera Temple, in a heroic tale of a soul samurai fighting against hordes of twisted creatures known as Genma. The protagonist, due to a twist of fate, finds himself wielding an Oni gauntlet. Now in Onimusha, he sets about mowing down the monstrosities roaming the world of the living and feeding their souls to the gauntlet. Through gritty, bloody-soaked brawls, he searches for his reason to fight. What fate awaits at the end of his path? Adding our own touches to real-life historical figures, you will meet a cast of unique characters. And in addition to sword battles, drama will unfold in a beautifully eerie depiction of Kyoto.
Cool.
Now, to talk about the action of the game. With sword-to-sword combat, we put particular emphasis on the satisfaction of slicing through enemies.
Ooh.
As you saw in the footage released, there's also plenty of soul-sucking action with the Oni gauntlet.
Yeah, there is.
By absorbing souls, you can restore your health as well as use special moves. Deciding how to absorb the souls of your enemy in the heat of an intense battle will be the key to victory. We're not trying to make an impossibly difficult game. Instead, we want to make a game where fans of action can experience thrilling sword fights and taste satisfaction from slaying their enemies. We sincerely hope you look forward to what we are creating. The footage we showed earlier was from a short version of the trailer. The full version is available right now on the game's official website, so we hope you give it a watch. For some regions, gameplay footage was recorded with dismemberment disabled. But please note that dismemberment and blood will be fully featured in the game. Onimusha, Way of the Sword, will be on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X,
it's only new
S,
gen.
and Steam, in its release plan for 2026. We're currently hard at work on development, and we'll share more information in the future.
All right, there we have it. Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Okay, Onimusha. Looks cool. Looks cool. It's all ninjas and samurais 2025. Yeah, I'm glad action games are making a comeback because action games, I switched in between action games and FPS games as a kid. Played a lot of Call of Duty as a kid, but I loved the action games as a kid. I've already mentioned Ninja Gaiden was one of the first few I've ever played, and yeah, I loved them. I'm glad that the action genre is making like a strong comeback. We had Stellar Blade in 2024, which is an amazing game, and now we have Onimusha coming back to the scene here. Ninja Gaiden 4, Ninja Gaiden 2 remake or remaster was released as well. Phantom Blade Zero, which I just reacted to as well in the previous reaction, and that looks like a nuts ass game nuts ass game as well. And yeah, like just like straight up action games, not even like open world action games, just like linear action games are making a comeback, and I love to see that. Love to see that. But that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.